What's up, everybody? I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw, yeah! And we're taking you back to the 1960s, the Fantastic Four, issue 85. And yes, the Fantastic Four are the prisoners of Doom in Doom's land. And we'll see how they're gonna escape, if they can escape the clutches of Doom. Anyways, Reed tried bolting for it the last time and got zapped. And this is where they find out they kind of lost their powers. I guess Doom has built a device to hypnotize them, to make them think they have no powers, no ability to use them. It just shuts them down. So they're basically at human level. Which is interesting because Ben is still invulnerable, I guess. But I don't know. Anyways, Ben tries to do his thing, thinking it's clobbering time. The guy pulls out his gun. And this is where Ben finds out that he's not as strong as he thinks he is. It's all in his mind, basically. And the guards that he was able to smack around before and destroy, they just beat the crap out of him. Johnny Storm could barely flame on. And, of course, Reed can't stretch. Crystal has lost her elemental power. And this was a brilliant device built by Doom. You got to give him credit and imagination coming up for a device like this. Anyways, they're locked in this village and everyone's kind of being polite to them, saying that everything for them is taken care of. And they're basically prisoners of Doom, being kept in this village as an experiment, and also as captives of Doom. And Doom is just having fun toying with them. He's having a grand time, having Reed just kind of pick his brain, wondering what is going on and what exactly Doom is going to do to him. Doom loves it when he has his opponents in the palm of his hand. You can see Doom has a badass console where he can watch everything. You gotta admit, Doom is the man. Anyways, this guy that he captured from the Red Skull to work for him takes care of different things for him, and he's helping him with the Hypno device, controlling the village, and also a new experiment, a new android, something big. And there's a reason Doom has filled this town up with his enemies and dissidents, agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., people that have basically pissed him off. And that comes a lot later, because he has plans for the village, as he has plans for the scientist. He needs him for now. Anyways, they go outside of these two prisoners and they're getting their butts kicked by the guards, and Doom pretends to have mercy and pretends to let his guard down. And you can tell Doom is just faking it. But these guys are basically at any port in a storm, and they think that they could overpower Doom. So they grab him, they grab his gun. Doom kind of warns them, says that he'll hunt him down and blah, blah, blah. Kind of hamming it up, overplaying it. He stops the guards and he says he could have smite them at any time, which is true. But he wanted them to get to the armored vehicle. He wants to use them as an experiment. He wanted them to have hope. And with this vehicle, it's pretty unstoppable. It's built by Doom, but there's a big robot in the way, and this was one of Doom's experiments. They try to use the cannon on it, but it does nothing to it. This robot is one of Doom's crowning achievements. It's going to be used to protect his real villages. And even after the machine blew up along with the escaped prisoners, the robot still stands. And this is the reason Doom has that village, that town. He plans to destroy the entire village with these androids as a test to see how quick they can level something. So this is Latveria, but this is a town of prisoners and, like I said, dissidents, people like the Fantastic Four, and that's why he's toying with them. He knows these robots are going to just wreck this village. And of course the Fantastic Four have no choice but to eat the food, dying out. And of course Reed gets woozy, these guys pass out. They put sedatives in the food. Of course, they have no choice but to obey Doom. They all know the drill by now. Some of these guys are probably hypnotized due to Doom's device, or they're just afraid of Doom flat out and forward. So they hook the Fantastic Four up to this hypno machine. And through this hypno machine, of course, it hypnotizes them, suggesting they have no powers. They're all gone. Strength, elemental, ability to stretch, stuff like that. Meanwhile, Sue is off buying, looking for a house. And her and this other guy are just kind of shopping around, and she gets recognized. And they go to this far out place in town. Yeah, like I said. It's kind of far off the map, but it was suggested. And this place is a little weird. It's metal. And yeah, this is kind of I guess a place, an option. I guess shopping for superheroes, I don't know. But anyways, we go back to the real situation at hand. Doom and the Fantastic Four as they are now. So they all wake up, they realize they've been stripped of their powers, and they're kind of shocked at this, but there's really nothing they can do at this point except go back to the village and figure out their next step. And Doom is just having a grand time. The Fantastic Four is powerless at this point, and he is having a painter paint his face, you know, trying to get all the smooth, rough edges as it was. And he's looking in a mirror right now. And Doom is extremely vain. Like, extremely, extremely vain. This painter is trying to paint his way to freedom as it was. But Doom gets pissed off because of the scars, and doesn't like the painting, says that he's always his subject. He never really promised him anything. The guards alert Doom that the big androids, the big green ones, are starting to revolt. And this is all part of Doom's plan. He's willing to sacrifice a few Doom bots. It don't matter. They overpower the guards and they head right towards the village. And this is where Reed realizes that they're under attack. And what are they going to do without their powers? How are they going to save this village from the wrath of Doom? Well, we'll find out the next time, won't we? And as always, I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.